Folks. Coming to terms with realities. It's tangible. Yeah. One thing you got to understand is real helpful, is life is eternal and grace is infinite. And that's the most helpful thing you can come to terms with as far as understanding life. Okay. So, like Albert Einstein explained with relativity, Hitler and the Nazis were like a long time in the making, right? And that's relativity. And then when you hear Jiddu Krishnamurti talk, when he talks about people, coming thousands of years to this point in their life, oh, I don't believe in reincarnation. That's just crazy. Well, we share memories because of prophecy and communication. It's not reincarnation. You never step in the same river twice. Life is eternal and grace is infinite. Okay. So once you come to terms with the truth of reality, okay, then you're capable of understanding eternity. And then understanding that the essence is infinite is not that difficult for you, right? But if you don't come to terms with eternity, the other day they had on the news, they had a young man from Britain. His name is Harry, right? He has a father named Charles. And he's upset because the family's abusive. Okay? But he still loves them. Okay? And he comes to the United States to get away from their abuse. And then he wants to go back and see his dad who's dying from cancer. But he feels he can't because people will try to kill him because of economic conflict that his dad's stuck in. So he's upset because he doesn't go good to see his dad because his dad won't get them to pay money to keep him safe from people that will try to kill them over money. It's like, well, then why do you want to go see your dad? Okay. If your dad doesn't care if you live or die over money, do you really want to go see your dad? Right? So he's upset, and you're like, you're upset because your dad's an asshole and won't stop being an asshole. Now, the only way to stop the asshole is don't be one yourself. Okay. Stand up for the Lord's Prayer and don't be an asshole like your dad, right? Everybody knows when you watch that and you see that, you go, damn, Charles is an asshole. Yes. Harry left because his dad's an asshole. And then he says, well, this asshole needs to pay money to other assholes to protect me from other assholes because we're all fighting over money. It's like, Harry, just stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Then you don't have to be like an asshole like your dad and all the guys that will kill each other over money. How Hamas, Al-Qaeda of you. It's not that hard, right? Anybody, okay, that's smart enough to get away from a State Farm, Progressive, or a Geico commercial could figure it out. My dad earned it when I was in World War II. What do you learn? Protection with money from other assholes with money. And how are you any different than Charles and Harry on the 5:30 news? Okay. Last night, I was going to watch the weather report, and I went to the Rose Petal murder thing. I was like, oh, shit, I didn't want to watch this. So I sat and watched it. I'm like, damn, this is weird and creepy and crazy, right? It really is. And the one guy goes, here's how I'm going to catch him. I just asked him, how'd you drag her out of the room? By the arm or the ankle? He says, I think it was the ankle. It was a traumatic experience, and he didn't quite remember. You stabbed somebody 30 times and dragged them across the room. Okay. I think I did it by grabbing her ankle. Do you remember? Not really. It's something I try to forget. He couldn't answer that question, right? He'd already confessed he's going to jail for the rest of his life. It's just whether or not the other guy involved in the case that he said offered him money to do it gets incarcerated for the rest of his life too. Separation, isolation, and depression. Because philanthropy's well, and if you accept it, that's what you'll do. And then you'll get people saying, I got to get my niece because I want her to accept me and not the other people's family. Got to keep her safe from the other people's family. and accept me. So your separation, isolation, and depression is better than theirs. Right. Is it better than Charles's and Harry's? I don't know about that. I'm isolated. I'm separated, isolated, and depressed, but I don't need to pay a lot of assholes money to go with me to the store and talk to them and say, you're a worthless bag of shit. Why don't you just let them shoot me? Okay, do you see what I'm saying? If I got paid a lot of money, I'd shoot you myself. Hey, you that guy with the pink shirt that followed me and mean mugged me into the bathroom with Susanna Martinez? I laughed my ass off at that guy. I'm like, are you serious? I stand up for Lord's Prayer all by myself, and you come and mean mug me in the bathroom for doing it. They'll gladly kill over me and my grandpa's money and watch you and Jesus die, Parsons. How many times have we said that through the years? Through the years, all the good and bad. Rockefeller liked that guy. Yeah. What I get from David Rockefeller, he liked Bobby V. Okay. He liked lots of players, but he liked Bobby V. I like him too. He liked Bobby Vinton. Oh, I like him too. Right. And then, but he liked Kenny Rogers. He liked Love Will Turn You Around. He liked The Gambler. He liked Through the Years. He liked, I really like Love Will Turn You Around. That's a good song. So life will deliver, shock will shiver. And love will turn you around. It's your heart that turns you even every time. That's a good song, right? That's a good, I like that too. That's a good song. It's a good song. I also liked him with the first edition. I liked which condition my condition was in. And I'm also quite fond of But You Know I Love You. That's a good one too. That's a good song. Does he sing Islands in the Stream? I think he does. Yeah. The Gambler? It's all right. Lucille? It's okay. Lady? It's not bad. Lionel Richie goes completely white guy. I'm just kidding around. I do that with Lionel Richie. All those black folks. So they go, what happened, man? What happened to Wonderland and Sweet Love? And come on now. Just kidding around. I liked your Commodore stuff better. Still do. Dance on the Ceiling sucked. Just kidding around. I'm joking. It's not bad. Not nearly as good as Wonderland or I Feel Sanctified. No, not at all. But I'm part black. Everybody else, so you're the black man. Everybody used to tell me that at service. You're the black man. It's like I Dance on the Ceiling just doesn't need hello. No. I like Still pretty good. 3 Times Lady. That's not. It's just pretty good too. I think his ballad things I do like Still. And oh no, that's a good one. Yeah, I want you to. It's real emotional and a bitchy teenage kid with his emotions going wild. It's like she ain't into you. You're just making yourself miserable. She's with someone else. If you keep thinking about it, you'll become homicidal. Don't do that. Okay. What causes the problems is this. Okay. Guys, when I didn't have kids with a girl, okay, I was over it in a week. Okay. I'm a grown man. Yes, I am. Think I can understand. Yes, I can. That you didn't mean me no good, right? Took me about a week. Yeah, wish you good luck and goodbye. I'll see you around sometime. It's time you should be wise, yeah, and keep off your dove disguise. Right? I gave her back the key to her front door because it seemed she didn't care about it. I gave her all the love I had and she spilled it. Right? I don't want to be lonely tonight, but I'd rather be lonely than to live a dirty lie. Right? Okay. So, but when they take the kids and give them to the woman who lied and cheated, okay, and then the military fucks you, that's hard. Okay. And then your kids, why'd you do this, Dad? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do it? You know, and you get that, why'd you marry Amy? Why'd you marry Emily? You're like, right, like I feel like I'm talking to Mike Whalen about why I'm attracted to Lola Falana and why he's attracted to Lonnie Anderson. Yes. Why you like Lola Falana? Why you like Lonnie Anderson? You're not answering my question. You know, Dad did that. He told me to go over and ask Jesus, you know, if he was God or not. And Jesus's reply was, Don't come to terms with your sin. Stop doing it. And don't do it anymore. And Dad goes, that's not answering the question. I was like, he didn't say that. He's basically what Jesus said is, if you say that I am God and you disobey me, then I am not your God. If you say that I am God and you obey me, then I am your God. Still not answering the question. He kept, Dad saying Jesus is a politician in my head. I'm like, there's no way to keep this guy happy, Jesus. Okay. Unless, of course, I say, Jesus said he is God. Okay. But Jesus won't say that to me. Okay. He does not say that to me. Jesus just said, if you say that I am God, then obey me and do what I command you to do. If you do not do as I command, I am not your God. And Dad said, that doesn't answer the question. It's like, it answers it to me. That's what he told me. Jesus told me, okay, if you say that I am God, then obey my commands. If you do not obey my commands, then I am not your God. That answers the question. Okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what he said to me. But he didn't want to hear that. He wanted me to say unequivocally. And I told Dad, I said, Dad, I believe that Jesus is your God. And I believe that you obey his commands because you stand up for me with the Lord's Prayer and say, I agree with you. I don't believe Lawrence and Elijah because Lawrence and Elijah tell me I don't have to stand up for the Lord's Prayer with you because you don't accept Jesus as God. That's not what Jesus says. Jesus says, obey me, okay, and I will be your God. Okay. I'm obeying your God and you're not, and yet you say I'm going to hell and you're not. Okay. So I don't believe people when they say they love me and tell me I'm going to hell because I don't believe in their God that they disobey. I'm not required to believe anybody that says they believe Jesus is their God and will stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me, right? Do you understand? Okay. I just want everybody in the military that's on the border that has Jesus as a God to understand that I cannot protect you from technology. And all you people that have the theory of everything, you're his neighbor. Okay. Frank Fence Post and Silas. Okay. Dance me outside. Try not to. Try to stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Okay? I love you guys. All right? Little Margaret, keep little Margaret safe. Save little Margaret. Save all the people in the world from all the people that think they don't have to obey anything because they're in charge. Okay, guys? I love you. All right? Peace.